Hey everybody!
Hey everyone, welcome back to HEALTH3. Jenna here, your host. As you know, I am a health enthusiast here in your own town, Bremerton. So I'm here today in my living room to begin an awesome spring of getting back in shape, shedding our winter coat, re-energizing and refocusing our energy into a positive future for us and the community around us. So I thought, what better place to begin than right here at the beginning? So today I am going to focus on a beginner practice that should be safe and suitable for anyone who's just now getting started. You're not going to probably sweat a whole lot today if you're already in shape. I would recommend checking out one of my episodes from last year, or you can always tune in later in the season and keep doing what you're doing to stay in shape. But today, for all you ladies and gentlemen out there who want to get up and moving off your couch, you don't need any workout equipment, you don't need any rubber bands, yoga balls, or anything like that. I am using a safe practice that uses your body's own resistance to help develop flexibility and balance while strengthening your muscles around your back and core area to begin working out and building that strength in your core so you can advance in your routine as we progress along the season. So I am carrying a little bit of winter weight, which is pretty normal and standard, but it is time to get rid of it. So it's not that cold anymore. I don't really need an extra coat. So I hope you guys are on board with me and ready to get started. This is going to be a little bit of a workout, so I hope you stretched a little bit first. However, I am going to be doing a lot of stretches during and throughout the routine, because one of the styles that I use in my working out is really stretching and opening and heating the muscle as you stretch and hold poses, and then going into some using that muscle for a little more of a high impact set of 10 or 20 reps of whatever it is that I'm doing. So brace yourself and get ready. We're going to be breathing deep, and hopefully, like I said, you can pre-stretch, but if you haven't, just be really careful and enjoy this workout. I'm going to begin in the standing position, feet shoulder width apart. And just standing here, I'm really going to bring focus to the bottoms of my feet and how they're connecting into the ground. Just really pushing them down into the ground, feeling the connection. We're going to sun salutation, bringing our arms as outstretched to the sides as you can. And as you exhale, continuing to stretch them far above your head, turning your hands to where your palms are facing each other. Nice deep breath in, back straight, belly in tight. And clasp your hands together, keeping your pointer fingers pointed to the sky. Keeping your ears between your biceps, shoulders square with your hips. Take a deep breath in and stretch, opening your back and side body and lungs, just really awakening everything inside your body. Another deep breath in, and as you exhale, we're going to just slowly and carefully lean back to open up your abdomen and lower back. Bend your elbows, trying to keep your biceps or your ears between your biceps. Big breath in, exhale as you come back up. Another big breath in, and exhale as you release your hands, sun salutation, bringing your arms back down to your sides slowly. And as you continue to lower your arms, just bending at the waist, coming into a 90-degree bend with your arms dangled loosely in front of you, and drop your chin, relaxing down into that hamstring stretch, forward bend. If you can, put your palms flat on the floor and just start connecting your body, all 4 points, each of your feet and each of your hands, and relax your neck. If you can't reach the floor, that's okay too. We just continue breathing and drawing your chest towards your knees, And every time you exhale, you want to try to draw your chest just a little bit farther towards your knees comfortably. And as you inhale, just channeling the energy to your hamstrings and back of your thighs, just really stretching out your legs. One more big breath in, and as you exhale, we're going to walk out into the down dog position, just until your heels come off the floor. Keeping your ears between your biceps, arms very straight, belly in, tight to the spine, both legs straight, arms straight. Just using the palms of your hands to push back into your heels, trying to get your heels to touch the floor, further intensifying that hamstring stretch. And we're just going to hold that for 5 long breaths, just really connecting with all 4 points to the ground. Breathing deeply. And on your 5th exhale, just going to slowly walk out into the push-up position, 1 step with each hand out, 1 step with each foot out. And we're going to make sure your back is straight, belly in tight, shoulders nice and square with the ground, so you're not arching up into your shoulders and putting strain between your shoulder blades. We're just going to take 10 long breaths if you can. If you can't take 10, we'll lower down into the plank position halfway through. I'm going to hold for 10. We're on 3. Planking is a really good way to strengthen your core, melt your midsection, burn belly fat without straining anything or putting an impact on your ankles, knees, and hips. Very healthy, but also very boring. So I try to implement a couple little extra things. If you can't hold it any longer, go ahead and drop to your elbows. You got 5 more breaths, you can do it. And on your 5th exhale, you're just going to take the weight off one of your arms and slowly reach it to the sky. Keeping all the weight on both your feet, however you can find comfortable without feeling any pressure in your back. And slowly lower your right arm back into the push-up position. 1 good breath here. And now left arm to the sky, rotating your hips. Three long breaths on that side. And slowly lower back into the push-up position and drop to the knees. Walk with your knees up into the cow pose, cat pose. We're going to do 3 long breaths there. Belly tight to the spine. Chin to your chest. And on your 3rd exhale, you'll release your chin from your chest, looking up, bringing your chin parallel to the ground as you sink the center of your spine to the ground into cow pose. And slowly push back, bringing your glutes onto your heels, knees together if you can. However's comfortable, we're going to slowly melt into child's pose, really opening your hip flexor, bringing your chest to your knees. Feeling a stretch in your arms. We just warmed it up. As I said in the beginning, we'll heat and hold the muscle. Stretch the muscle, and now we're going to use the muscle. Boring. And if it's available to you, just drop your forehead to the mat, feeling a nice relaxing stretch in your neck and shoulders. If you can't feel a stretch in your arms and shoulders, you can press your fingertips into the ground, lifting your palms. Trying to get your glutes onto your heels with your knees together. 3 long breaths here. And slowly relax your arms down, lifting your head from the mat, belly in tight as you roll your spine into the sitting on your feet position. One big breath in, belly in tight to the spine, and exhale for a sitting sun salutation. Fingers clasped with your index pointed to the sky. And slowly drop down to the right side, pulling your elbow down to open up your left side body. Big breath in, exhale, bringing your arms back to the sky. Big breath in, exhale, and down to the other side. Now we're on the lowering to the left side, opening the right side body, elbow to the sky so your back's nice and healthy. Inhale and back up. And slowly come into all fours. Turn the balls of your feet to the floor, pushing into down dog position. And we're gonna walk back into the push-up position, and you're gonna give me as many push-ups as you can do comfortably. Nice, slow, steady movements, belly in tight to the spine, remembering to keep your breathing steady. Five. And on my 10th one, I'm gonna walk, bending at the waist, walking back into the forward bend. Big breath in as you relax down into it and press, stretching your hamstrings. Big breath in and roll your spine up slowly, keeping your chin tucked to your chest. And as you square your shoulders with your hips, another big breath in. One more sun salutation. And both arms out to the side. We're gonna do 20 arm rolls with our legs relaxed. Get a better view for you. Working on getting a better studio set up. Now that COVID's over, we can go back to the office. Make sure you keep your belly in tight. And on your 20th arm roll, we're just gonna hold. And now I'm gonna do a reverse lunge high knee. So this is actually going to engage your core. You wanna make sure that you're keeping everything tight in your core and being very mindful of your abdomen and lower back muscles. So we're gonna reverse lunge, taking your right foot, we're gonna step back, bending the knee into the ground. And as you come back up, we're going to lift a high knee, 10 per leg. Nice, slow, steady, balanced movements. Hands on the hips if you need. Seven, 8, 9, last one, you can do it, and we'll hold the high knee, belly in tight, back straight. 3 long breaths. And lower on your third exhale. Switching legs, we're gonna reverse back with the left leg. Knee to the ground, back straight, and high knee. 10 reps. Nice, slow, steady, balanced movements. We're not in a hurry. That's how you hurt yourself. Making every movement count. You're feeling it in your glutes, quads, back of your thigh. We're all in this together right now, everybody. We're all getting back in shape together. 8, come on, 2 more, you can do it. 9, and hold. 3 long breaths. You can do it. Belly in tight, and relax your leg. We're gonna put your arms out straight in front of you, and feet shoulder width apart. And you're just gonna bring each knee up to each hand. 10 reps per leg. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good job. Relax. And then you're just gonna spread your legs, coming out as far as you can. Just really pull your belly in tight and hold. Nice and comfortably, feeling the stretch in your inner thigh and groin. And if you can, bending at the waist, just going to come down to the floor, really intensifying that stretch in between your thighs. If you need to walk up a little bit to be able to come down and sit, do that, or you can just lean back, coming into the seated position, legs out to either side. Being mindful to keep the belly in tight to your spine. Big breath in, and we're gonna just come down to one side. Now that we've worked that muscle, we're gonna stretch and burn it. Elongate the muscle, really feeling your left hamstring. As you exhale, you're coming a little bit farther down to your knee each time. 3 to 5 long breaths here. And on your 5th exhale, we're gonna come back up to the center. Hands straight out in front of you and push forward. As far as you can comfortably, 3 long breaths. Belly to the spine as always. And on your 3rd exhale, coming back up. Big breath in and down to the right side. 3 to 5 long breaths here, sinking and melting a little farther with each exhale. Really good, and this will feel really good. We're just gonna bend the knees, pulling the bottoms of the feet together into the butterfly. Still engaging our groin muscles and inner thigh stretching. We're just able to get a little bit more up in the body, more towards the hip flexors. So you should be able to feel this a little higher up in your hip area. Working our way up to the glutes. Where we're gonna stretch, burn, and then work it. Warning. And if it would feel good to you to extend one or both legs right now, you can totally incorporate those stretches in. Some of us don't need to stretch the inner thigh as long. So if you're feeling like that's already at its most stretchy it's gonna be for now, you can throw in some of these stretches. It's very important to keep your core, hip flexors, and groin glutes. That's all right in the center of your body where all of the stress gets held, all of the impact of your feet hitting the ground. It all hits right in that center area at the tops of your legs. So this one will feel really good if you start every day with just a nice 20-minute awakening for your body. Opening your spine and muscles and breath. Just really getting that rhythm in your lungs. I always smile while I'm working out just so I can set the tone for the day. I have come from the butterfly pose, stack my right leg, both knees bent on top of my left leg so that my knees are stacked on top of each other. And slowly bending at the waist, I'm pulling my chest towards my top knee. Just being mindful to keep my back straight, belly in tight as always. Really feeling it open up in my right glute muscle. Outer thigh. And you can always bring your chin all the way down past your knee to intensify if it's available to you. But once again, this episode is geared towards beginning, so don't push it too far. We're just getting started. We have a long season ahead of us of fun, excitement, and impressing ourselves for sure. You know how much I love to do that. Amuse yourself. 3 long breaths per leg here should do it for what we're about to do. And raising up out of groin stretching. Coming into the cross-legged position, you should be able to lean forward, bringing your weight on your knees. Coming into all fours, pulling your belly nice and tight. Gonna lift your right leg up, really squeeze the glute muscle as you come up, pointing the flat of your foot towards the sky, and really squeeze your right side body as you pull your knee into your elbow. 10 reps per leg. Back straight, belly tight, shoulders square with the hips. Should really feel this in your right glutes. Back of your thigh. 2 more, you can do it. And relax. Next leg, up and in. Your range of motion may vary here if you have a different bone structure or you're not as flexible. It's okay to be here. You just want to make sure that your hips are square with your shoulders so you're not twisting or bending your back. And you want to make sure you're feeling a nice burn right here in your glutes, back of your thighs. If that's happening, you're doing it right. You don't have to look like me. 3 more, folks. 1, 2, and 3. This time we're gonna hold and really squeeze your glutes. Hold, you can do it, belly in tight. You will master this. And bring your right leg up and hold, belly in tight. Really toning your booty. And relax, push back into child's pose. Gonna really like the way that feels, hopefully. And now we're gonna lift the forehead from the mat, coming into all fours, balls of the feet up, back into the push-up position. And we're gonna come down to your elbows, making sure your belly's nice and tight, belly into the spine, and hold. 3 long breaths. And now coming up into the push-up position, hold. 3 long breaths. Now slowly bending the elbows, keeping your back straight, nose slowly lowering to the floor. And come all the way down and roll onto your back. Lifting your heels from the floor, dig the lower back into the ground using your belly button. Repeating that motion, you're gonna lower them until your back wants to come off the floor and pop them back up. We're using our upper abdomen right now, right underneath your rib cage. 5 reps here. Legs straight, belly in tight. Now we're going to work the lower abdomen by slowly lowering. This time your back will want to come up, and that's okay. Just try to press it in with your abs. And come up halfway and back down. 5 reps. You can do it. And hold. 3 breaths. You can do it. Belly in tight. And on your 3rd exhale, slowly lowering back to the floor. Lift your head from the mat, tucking your chin to the chest, lifting your shoulders. Slowly roll each vertebrae slowly off the floor. Legs straight out in front of you. Into the forward toe touch in the seated position. Should feel a nice relaxation in your lower back by now. And if you can, touch your toes. If you can't, that's okay too. If you can touch your toes and you don't feel a stretch, you can slowly rock back and forth to awaken your hamstrings and glutes on your upper leg. And continue pulling your chest towards your knees. And back up. Stretch and burn and hold and work. So we're going to roll the spine back down slowly, one at a time. And once again, press your lower back into the ground using your belly button. And we're just going to lower one leg at a time. Up. Right leg down, up. Left leg down, up. And we're going to repeat that 10 times per leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 more, you can do it. 9. And hold them in the sky and slowly lower. Lift your head up. Roll each vertebrae off slowly, keeping your chin tucked until you're up. Untuck the chin and forward toe touch seated position. Feeling the burn. And back up. 1 more quick burst of energy. We're going to come in from that seated position, cross the legs, bending forward, both hands on, back into the down dog position. And we're just going to hold that for a couple deep breaths until you're able to walk up slowly to your feet, or you can walk your feet to your hands. Each and every one of us is different, so whichever one of those brings you less discomfort is the one you should do. And from the forward toe touch, you're going to slowly tuck your chin to your chest and roll your spine up, bringing us back into the standing position. We'll meet back with me next week and we'll advance our routine up 1 more notch. Hopefully you'll be ready with me. I hope you had a lot of fun with me today, and hopefully nobody got too wore out because we're going to do it again tomorrow. So make sure you record the episode so you can replay it as much as you need, or mix and match, cut and paste to make it work for you. Like I said, we're all very unique and different. I just do what works for me, and we're all in this together. So if you do have any questions, or you want to reach out or share your progress, look me up on Facebook if you'd like to follow along with me on my social media and find some other tips and tricks on nutritional eating and how to keep a healthy state of mind during all of this hardship and probably the hardest winter most of us have ever had. So thank you so much for doing it with me here today, guys. I hope you're all very well over the next week, and I can't wait to see you next Saturday. Impress yourself this week. I love you all. Bye.
I love you, and press yourself.